Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a take a look at Numeraire or the Numerai, which is what they are called. Now, basically, the reason why the token is up like over 100% is because they just announced this massive thing. So basically, JPMorgan ended up like they are investing over 500 million in Numerai, which is massive as you can see here. They are doing it for their AI hedge fund, so that is big one. So if you don't know what the Numerai is, it is really easy to understand. So it is a basically data science competition where users can build machine learning models to predict the stock market. They also have one for the crypto market as well. They are provided with a free high quality data that users can use to run models and submit predictions. Numerai computes the performance of these predictions over the following months, and users can stake NMR on the model. Um, NMR can be burned if the model performs poorly, and it can also uh, get more NMR if it performs really well. So basically it is like slashing and earning more. If you do good, you get more. If you don't, you basically lose, something like that. Now if we talk about their leaderboard, this is their leaderboard. As you can see here, like this is where the APY is pretty high. So if you are basically if you are like if you look at these models, they have really high staking because they perform really well. And if you look at the poor models, they don't have that much, as you can see here. Now overall, the concept is, I would say, really different, because I don't think that there is any other token that is doing the exact same thing. If you look at how their Numerai crypto is doing, this is how it looks like. Their Numerai crypto has a stake of like 1.5 million NMR on 1.5 million worth of NMR token. And if we look at some other products, they also have Numerai signals as well, so that is also really interesting. So as the name suggests, it is a Numerai signal. So basically it is a signal for the stock market, as well as I would say it should be also available for the crypto as well. So that's pretty good, as you can see here. So because of this NMR burn mechanism or earn mechanism, I think the demand for the NMR is pretty high overall, because even if you look at the max, the token has always remained above like $7 or $8. Even if we look here, it did perform poorly back when it launched, like in 2018 and 2019, but after that it has been holding up really well, and it really travels above like $7. Now if we talk about supply, it has a max supply of 11 million, which is relatively low, and the token has started to go up like after this big announcement. Now after that, they also have something called Numerai fund, which is basically their AI hedge fund, as you can see, and which is something that I think just helped them secure this massive investment. And the reason would be that it would probably they are performing really well, and because of that, the AI hedge fund Numerai secures up to 500 million from the JP Morgan. That I think is probably the biggest reason why they secured this. So now the impact of it has been really well on the price. And if you look at the token itself, it has a market cap of like 144 million, and if you look at this number, this is just much higher. So as of now, I think there's a possibility that the Numerai NMR token could see a massive surge as high as like 5x or even 10x if we look at this announcement. Of course, this announcement alone may not be enough, but again, I think as the more traders see this opportunity, and as the more traders realize how big the news is, I think the token can push it higher. That's what I think. So let's try to break it down and where we may see a potential entry for the token if I plan to get into it. So let's have a take a look at it. So let's just try to use fib retracement. So as of now, I would say we have a pretty good entry somewhere around like $15.27, or somewhere around 13.9, or even like 12.37, or even like 10.2 47. So I will just try to draw these lines here for the entries. So again, the token may not even make that much corrections, but there's a possibility that it can do these corrections and it can go up afterward as well. But so it is better to put these entries. Now if it like continues to go up, there's a pretty good possibility that, okay, so let me just try to delete this one. So now let's have a try to look at it, how high it can go as of now. So if it continues to go up, like it just broke, it is struggling to break above this resistance, which is really strong resistance. So if it can like flip this resistance as of now, I think this is a pretty strong resistance, you can see here. So if it can like flip this resistance, we could be looking at a surge as high as $26, or even like as high as going $20.6. Again, I think if it stays above this, or if it can like flip this resistance, which is around 18.58, like 17.5, we could be looking at a massive surge like as high as 26. And if it continues to go up, I don't think that hitting $54 should be that much hard because of this massive announcement. And I think this announcement is really big one compared to its market cap, so it should have positive impact. Even if it doesn't like do 5x or even 10x, I think it can do like 2x or even like 3x as of now because of this. But again, hitting these retest point like as low as 15.8 or like 13.7 would be a healthy correction. After that it can do that. After that it can go up. I think hitting these levels should be a pretty good thing. But again, we have to wait and see what happens. But as of now, I think it does need to flip this resistance if it wants to go higher. But as of now, let's see what happens. If you look at the volume, the most of the volume is on, I would say it is available on Binance, as you can see here. So if more traders like gets into the token, we could actually see a surge as high as like 725 or even like 26. But what I want from this token as of now is to go up slowly, like it makes slight correction and it starts to go up. So that is what I want from NMR, and it's doing exactly the same thing. But as of now, again, it seems like it did this slight correction, and it can basically just make I think it just made a slight bull flag. As you can see, it did exactly the same thing here. So we could be looking at another leg up from here as well. So that is a possibility. So it can also, it just made slight correction, and so now it's looking for another leg up. So most likely we could be looking at a surge as high as, I would say, 20, or even like we are looking at the surge as high as 27 or 26 or 25, I think. But it seems like that it wants to go up rather than make a correction. So again, I think that is also possible as well. It can just do this. So let's see what happens. But if it makes correction, we could be looking at a retest as low as $15.